The past 6 months have been one of the best ever. I feel like I can finally focus on myself and do what I want to do and not have to do something because I have to, but to do something because I want to. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So it has officially been 6 months since I found out I passed my last section of the CPA exams. And the past 6 months have been one of the most freeing feelings ever. And so I thought I would just reflect on what's happened since I passed my CPA exams and also a little bit on my CPA journey. Before I get started, make sure you subscribe, the bell notification turned on so you'll never miss a video if you're notified. So if you're not familiar with my CPA journey, it took me 18 months to pass all 4 sections of the CPA exams. I took 9 exams total. Audit took 5 tries, which my scores were 73, 73, 69, 73, and 81. So I'd scored 3 73s and I was 2 points away from passing every time. And that was honestly just bad luck. Now, I did not have an easy journey with the CPA exams. Like I said, it took me 18 months, and that is a really, really long time to be studying for the CPA exams. Obviously, it's not the longest because I have read on Another 71 that it takes some people years to pass the CPA exams. So in the scheme of things, 18 months really isn't that long, but I've also read of people on Another 71 say that they have passed the exams in 3 months or 6 months, and I'm just like, how? But during my CPA exam journey, I had so many times that I wanted to give up. I cried so many times during those 18 months. I felt like I just couldn't do it on multiple occasions, which I did fail my first 2 exams, and I had taken my 3rd exam, but I didn't get my score back yet. And I remember there was one day I told my mom, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm overwhelmed. I studied so hard for my first 2 exams and I didn't even pass them. And my mom said, okay, well, you're getting your score back for your 3rd exam soon. If you failed that one, then you can quit. And honestly, I was never really going to quit. I think I just said all that stuff because I was just overwhelmed. And I got my score back and I checked my score with my dad and I had actually passed it. And it was my retake for FAR. And I felt like that was just a sign from the universe that I had to keep going, that I was going to be able to make it through these exams no matter what. Now, I am very, very lucky that I had very supportive people around me during my entire CPA exam journey. I know not everyone is that fortunate, but for me, my parents were always there for me. They were always there to support me. My mom would always talk to me every time I would fail an exam or I just didn't feel like I wanted to keep going. My dad was always there to help reiterate my goals, saying, you can do it, just get through it, and then you can move on with your life. And so they were both amazing, supportive people during my entire CPA exam journey. My mom also did show me a video called Keep the Faith or Keep Your Faith. It is on YouTube and I'll link it in the description below. But I really recommend anyone who is struggling through the CPA exams or who is just struggling through anything to watch that video because it gave me so much motivation and so much hope that I could do it, and it's not impossible. I remember thinking on multiple occasions while I was studying, when am I going to be able to live my life? When am I going to be able to do what I want to do and not what I have to do? Because I had already graduated my bachelor's, I had already finished my master's, which I did study for the CPA exams while I was getting my master's, and so I had to take classes and study at the same time. While I was in grad school, I did prioritize my classes first, and any remaining time I would dedicate to studying for the CPA exams. I think a lot of people think that I'm a very book smart person and that I'm just naturally intelligent and that I don't have to work hard, and that could not be further from the truth. I've actually never been a very book smart person. I've always been a very average student. When I was in school, I was never the person to get all those top awards. I was never at the very top of my class or anything. I am just a very diligent person, and when I have a goal and I want to do something, I will work towards it. And while I was studying, especially in the beginning of my CPA process, because I started studying in July of 2019, I did feel like I was missing out on life. I wanted to hang out with my friends. I wanted to do things that normal 20-something-year-olds do. And then later on in my CPA journey, obviously COVID hit. And so I think that was very lucky that the majority of me studying for the CPA exams was during COVID, because it's not like I could have done anything else anyways, because we were all quarantining at home. And I remember the day that I passed my last section of the CPA exams, which was back in January, was one of the best feelings ever. I would say it was definitely one of the top 5 best days of my life, not only because I had passed the CPA exams, which that was definitely a big reason why I was so happy, but because it was kind of the end to my education career. My entire life up to that point, I had to deal with school. Obviously, first I had to get my bachelor's degree, then I had to get my master's degree to get my 150 credits, and then I had to go through the CPA exams. And I always knew in the back of my mind that once I passed my CPA exams, that was going to be it. That was going to be the end of me ever having to study. The day that I passed my last exam, I did post onto Instagram and Facebook that I had passed, and one of my mom's friends commented on my post and said, "Congrats, that is such a great achievement, especially at your age," which it is a really big achievement. I'm only 23 years old and I finished the exams at such a young age, which I'm not putting any shame on anyone who doesn't get their CPA until they're like 30 or 40. I think it's better to get your CPA later than not to get it at all. But I think I would rather have gotten it early and gotten it over with early, just so that it's not always hanging over my head. So the reason why I did everything back to back was because I knew, and I've heard other people also say, that it is so much easier to get the exams out of the way the younger you are and the closer you are to getting your bachelor's degree. The longer you wait from when you're out of school, the harder it is, because you're just not used to studying anymore. You have a full-time job, you have a family to take care of, you have other responsibilities, and so putting that time commitment to pass the exam is so much harder. So I figured that while I was young and single and living my best life, and I had all this free time and I didn't have to focus on anyone but myself, that it was the perfect time to get the exams out of the way if I was ever going to do it in my entire life. I knew that if I had waited a couple years, that it would be a lot harder and I might end up not even passing the CPA exams at all. The reason why I went for my CPA, which the CPA is not required for every accounting job. It's not something that you have to do. And the majority of accountants are actually not CPAs. The reason why I went for my CPA is because I wanted to open up all the possible opportunities in my career. I never ever wanted to be in a position where there would be a job opening and it would be my dream job and my dream role, and it would have been everything I ever wanted. And if they required the CPA and I didn't have it, then I would have missed out on such a great opportunity. And so I never wanted to be in that position. But whatever your reason is for studying for the CPA exams, just always remember that if you ever get overwhelmed or if you ever feel like you want to give up. So anyways, the past 6 months have been one of the best ever. I feel like I can finally focus on myself and do what I want to do and not have to do something because I have to, but to do something because I want to. I started getting more into music. I started playing the guitar and started writing my songs, and just the process of writing the intro, the verse, the chorus, the bridge to a song, and also adding in the lyrics is so fulfilling. Music has always been a really, really big part of my life. I played the violin and the viola when I was younger. I don't really play them anymore, but if I was given a violin or a viola, I could definitely play some tunes. And so I dusted off my guitar again because I did get my guitar back when I was a senior in high school, and I did play a little bit back then, but I definitely put it away for a couple of years in there. And then after I passed my CPA exams, I picked it back up again. And I am so happy that music is now back in my life. So I can add the guitar to my list of string instruments that I play. I also started this YouTube channel where I just post CPA videos and story times and just anything that I really want. I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel when I was younger, but I just never knew what I wanted to make videos on. I also didn't really have the time. And so now that I have so much more free time besides obviously work, I am able to do what I love, which is just turning on the camera and just talking about things like I am doing right now. My weekends have also been free. I am obviously not studying over the weekends anymore, and I can just do what I want. I really enjoyed it, taking nature walks, spending time with my family, playing tennis, also just going out for a run sometimes, going out to a restaurant, going on vacation. It's been a really, really, really fulfilling 6 months of me just having so much more time. It's been such a great feeling not having to study, not having to lock myself in my room for the entire day, in my textbook, on my computer, practicing multiple choice questions or simulations or watching lectures. It's been a great feeling having this weight that I've been carrying on my shoulders for 18 months finally be off, and I am really excited to see what the future holds. I'm really excited to see what my career brings for me. I'm excited to just enjoy life in general. So I feel like I've been rambling for really long now, but I just wanted to say to anyone who is studying for the CPA exams, who want to give up, who feel overwhelmed, who feel like they can't do it, I am cheering for you. I have been in your shoes. I wish you the best of luck, and I promise you that if you keep trying, keep working hard, keep studying, don't give up, no matter how many times it takes you to pass the exam, you will make it through all 4 sections of the exams. I'll be waiting for you on the other side of the mountain, and I just want to let you know that I believe in you. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or you just need some support or someone to talk to, definitely leave any of that in the comments down below. I do read all of my comments, and I am happy to support you, help you, guide you in any way that I can. And while you're down there, definitely hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and turn on the bell notification so you'll never miss a video if you're notified. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I wish you the best of luck. Stay safe, and I'll talk to you next time. Goodbye.